multi. Say what we did, we will have machine. So this is my source machine, or I'll say this is my production. Okay. Now, in production, what we did, we took the backup of Oracle Home. Say Oracle Home.tar, and we took the backup of apps home.tar. So with that of tar command, I did. And now this is my target machine. So here what I did, I copied this to file in my target machine. So what I did untar, and same thing for this one as well, I did untar. And once we have done untar, we ran ADCFG clone in DB home first and ADCFG clone in apps home second one. Okay, so likewise we have configured my database Oracle Home, and we have configured our application. Should we agree? Now in case of single to single, we have done. Now if I'm going to perform multi to multi or single to multi, what we have to do? So let me remove this one. Okay, now we have single to multi. I mean, generally you will not see this kind of cloning, because if customer cannot bear my production on multi-node, how they will bear development or test on multi-node? But still I'll discuss. Okay, so I have a two machine. So one is my DB home, and this is my application home. So I'm going to perform cloning on single to multi. So what we have to do, I will take this Oracle home and I will send to your DB home, and I will take this application home backup and I will send here. So here what I will do, I will perform untar and I will run ad cfg clone.pl. We have to run. So once I will run ad cfg clone, I will get Oracle home and I will get my database as well. And once I will get my database, I need to perform untar, and we have to run ad cfg clone.pl. So likewise, I will get my application and application will be configured. And you have seen when I will run ADCFG clone, it will ask, hey, what's your target node name? So by default, it will take from etc host file. So we have to be careful when I'm doing ADCFG clone. So we have to mention DB home and we have to mention application home next. Now, if I'm going to perform cloning on multi to single, so it will be vice versa. So this is my Oracle server. So one node we have here and second node we have here. So it means my application will be run on one node. This is my application home. Sorry, this is my Oracle home and this is application home. So this is node 1 and this is node 2. I'll change the color. Yeah. So now we have multi-node. So in one node we have a DB and second node we have application. So whenever I will perform the cloning, we have to take the tar backup. So I will take the tar backup in node 1. I'll take the tar backup in node 2, and we have only one node for my target. Say this one. So I will take this Oracle home backup. I'll keep here. I will take the tar backup. I'll keep here. And rest step are same. We have to untar. We have to run ADCFG clone, and configuration will be done. And if I'm going to perform cloning on multi to multi, procedure will be almost same. Okay, so this is my node 1, node 2, put it here. So node 2. So Oracle Home will be here and application will be here. I will perform untar. I will perform a DCFG clone in DB first, and next I will untar my apps tier and I will perform a DCFG clone next. So likewise, we can, we can do either it's a multi to multi, single to single, single to multi, or multi to single. Procedure will be almost same. Okay, so just one more time, get some idea. So we in first case we will have Oracle Home single server. In that we have a Oracle Home. So I want to perform single to multi-node cloning. What we have to do, we have to take Oracle Home backup, we have to take application backup. So this Oracle Home.tar file we have to send in DB node, and apps.tar file we have to send to your application node, and we have to untar and we have to run ADCFG clone. So this one will be considered as a single to multi. In case of multi to multi, we have to take the backup of Oracle Home and from DB Home, and we have to take the backup of Oracle application from application home, and both the tar file we have to send on a single node. And procedure will be same: make it untar, run ADCFG clone in DB tier, and run ADCFG clone in application tier. In case of multi to multi, so we have a two node. In one node we have Oracle database and Oracle Home. In second node we have application. So take the tar backup and send to the DB node 1 and application node 1, and rest step will be same. So I think everyone got the idea. I mean, if you will get the chance to work on either single to multi, multi to multi, multi to single, single to single, procedure will be 90% same. Any question, any doubt? So are we good?
Yes, good.
Okay. So, okay. Yep. Raja is saying yes. Okay. See, before going forward, one thing I want to share. Okay. So, as we discussed, okay. So I got the acknowledgement from Mohammed. Okay, he's agree. So today I'll discuss one important topic. I mean, actually, the practical part already we have done, but still we should know what exactly the auto config is. So where is the file? Yep, here is the file. Okay, so we will discuss what is auto config, describe the application context, auto config script, run auto config, update application context parameter, restore application context parameter, rollback and auto config session, and auto config in test mode. Okay, so one by one I'll explain basically what is auto config. Okay, so auto config is a tool or utility to configure your Oracle application configuration file using context file and template file. So the definition says that it's a utility, or we can say it's a tool to configure your Oracle application files or configure Oracle application using either context file or either template file. So I'll explain basically what is context file and what is template file. That I'll explain. Recording is happening. Yeah, it's happening. So we know whenever we do the installation, so we use RapidWiz. So when we do the installation using RapidWiz, what Oracle will do, rapid install capture all the configuration parameters. Just 1 minute. Okay, so rapid install capture all the configuration parameter associated with installation into context file. Okay, what does it mean? It means that when we do the installation, like we use rapidviz, we say rapid dot slash rapidviz from db node, so it will capture all the configuration. Like say for example, what is my port number, what is my host name, what is my apache port, what is my web listener port, what is my web logic port. So each and every configuration it will capture, and it will keep in two files. Okay, one file will be for your application tier. I have written here. So parameters for application tier means my apple top, my apps technology stack. So these information will be stored in one context file. And same thing, whatever the parameter we have for database, that will be stored in a database context file. So in the short, we can say in Oracle application, we have a two context file. One context file is in application tier and one context file in DB tier. So in DB tier context file will have information about your DB. For example, what is my listener name? What is my DB host name? What is my listener port name? So these information will be stored in database context file. And one more context file we have in application tier. So what it have information about your application. So for example, what is my http port, what is my web logic port, what is my web listener port, or what is my ebs host name. Okay, what are the ports I'm using. So these information will be captured by your rapidviz, and it will keep in the context file which will be resides in application tier. Okay, now application context file. So application context file will be where in instance top apple admin context name.xml. let me check let me check. So I think id would be 113. Yep, 113. So root welcome one so hyphen appmgr. Okay, so as per the definition, the context file would be where instance top apple admin. So under that we will have a file star.xml. It's XML, not N. Okay, see, we have a context file, and naming convention would be my instance underscore my node. So let me open this file. See, whatever configuration has been done, each and every configuration will be stored in context file. Say for example, what is my OA user means what is my username. OS user is a sys. Apart from that, see what is IS version 10.13. So each and every information will be stored in context file. See, DB host, EBS node 3. What is DB domain, dp.com. What is SID, it's a prod. What character set I'm using. See, these information will be stored in your context file. See, so each and every information will be stored here. Okay. Now go to the slide. So the application context file instance top admin, sorry, instance top apple admin, and then file would be context underscore name dot xml. So context underscore name means my SID, and my host name is a repository for environment specific details used by autoconfig to configure the application tier. So it means this file will be used to configure your application with the help of autoconfig. Information from this file is used to generate Oracle EBS configuration file and update relative database profile. So for example, something is wrong or something wrong has happened. So with the help of my context file, we can try to restore, or we can try to get. Okay. So where we are, yep. Relevant database profile. Information stored includes name and the location of database port, number of forms and web service product, specific numbers, information about your application tier services controlled by autoconfig. So whatever the what information we have information about your database, name of my database, what are the ports I'm using, what is my form, what is my web services product. So each and every information will be stored in the context file. And who will write context file? When I will use RapidViz, so RapidViz will create your context file and it will update all the information which you have in Oracle application. People got the idea basically what is context file and what kind of context file we have. Like say autoconfig is a tool to configure your Oracle application file using context file or template file. So template I haven't discussed. So we have two types of context file. One is an application tier, one is database tier. So in application context file, what we have information about your database, information about your ports, form, web listener. These information will be stored in your application context file. Okay, so let me go to next slide. Okay, so you can edit the existing configuration parameter using Oracle Access Manager. Okay, so OM auto config. Okay, what is that? That I'll discuss later. So when you save the new parameter, OM store them in the ODM schema and automatically update the context file. So whenever we modify anything, we have a schema and automatically it will be stored in that schema and it will update your context file. You must run autoconfig script to update the system configuration file and database profile with the new parameter. So whenever I will modify something, say I modified my HTTP port. By default, it will be 8000 or 880, whatever we have configured. So I want to modify the parameter or I want to modify the port. So with the help of vi command or with the help of any other method, we can modify the parameter. But we have to run auto config. So at least every person should know. Say I'll take one example. Um, I'm going to modify something in Oracle application. Okay. So modification we have done with the help of your OM or with the help of your editor or with the help of any method. I have done the modification. But these modification, how the other people will know, how the GL top know, how the your Apple top know, how the common top know, how the instance top knows, or other people should know whatever the changes we have done. So with the help of auto config, whenever I will run auto config, automatically every person or every people knows that we have done some modification and this is the modification. So whenever we modify anything in Oracle application or like so any modification, like I will change my host name, I will change my port name. So after changing that, we have to run auto config. That is must and compulsory. Okay. Now, so application context file we have seen name would be context underscore name dot XML and the location would be instance top Apple admin and each node will be one context file. Say for example, if I'm using 4 node application, so each and every application my context file would be there. But because if I'm using 4 node application, so one will be node 1, node 2, node 3, node 4. So each and every node will have a context file and it will have a respected information about particular node. Now next context file we have, it's called database context file. So the location would be RDBMS Oracle Home Apps Util. So under this location we can find database context file. Okay, let me cross check. So su hyphen Oracle CD Oracle Home and Apps Util star.xml. Yep, we have. And again name would be your SID, you underscore your host name. Okay, so go to line number 1. Okay, see, this file is automatically generated by autoconfig. It will be read and overwritten if you are instructed to edit this file, or if you are not able to use setting created by this, we have to refer this metalink. Okay, for example, something is wrong with this file or you need some information. So this is the Oracle doc ID. Let me take the doc ID and put in the notepad. Autoconfig. So what we have in that, okay, so what is my Oracle apps version? So with the help of this parameter, this variable s underscore apps underscore version, I'm using 12.1.1. Okay, what next we have? Okay, what is apps user? Apps user is apps. Okay, what is my database territory? It's America. What is my base language? US. So each and every information will be C. What is my DB host? It's IBS Node 3. What is my database port? 1521. What is my character set? See, L32. What is DB type? It's a production. So what is my buffer cache? See, database buffer cache size, not this one. Okay, DB files 1512. So each and every information you will get here. Okay. Okay, what next we have? Okay, so auto config and application context. What does it mean? All the information required for configuration an Oracle application instance is collected in a repository called context file. So autoconfig maintains the context file detail stored in the context file, including your host name, your domain, your directory structure, and your port number used that we have seen. So the OAM autoconfig editor is used to make changes in the context file. So OAM is Oracle Application Manager. Okay. So the autoconfig script is used from the context file to generate all application configuration and update database profile. So we have autoconfig script that will be used to generate all application configuration and update database profile. So with the help of autoconfig script, we can do. Go to the next option. Okay. So meanwhile, any question, any doubt? Anil, Mahesh, Mohammed, and Raja. Any question, any doubt? Are we good that the discussion which we are doing today, it's okay everyone, or people have a doubt? Okay. Okay. Fair enough. I got some acknowledgement. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. So I got the acknowledgement from almost every people. People are good. Okay. Okay. So autoconfig template file. Autoconfig script used whenever I'm running autoconfig script, it will use a template file to determine the basic setting that are needed. Say for example, I'm going to use autoconfig. So autoconfig needs some kind of settings. So what it will do, it will read the template file, and whatever the thing which we have in template file, that will be read by your autoconfig script. So there is a one template file for each configuration file. So for example, if we have a, more than one configuration file, so for each configuration file we will have a template file. Okay, so different version of template file exist for Unix and Windows. So if I'm using Windows, it will be a different version of template file, and if I'm using Unix, it will be different. And next is the template file are located in protop admin template directory. So it means if I'm using adtop, in that we will have a template file. For example, adtop admin and template. Let me check either we have or not. So -mgr. So adtop admin template cd $ad underscore top cd admin cd template. See, so these are the file, but which is a template file? Okay, okay, we'll see. Now autoconfig operation. The main autoconfig script is ad autoconfig.sh. in Unix and ad-autocfg.cmd in Windows. Okay, so main configuration file would be ad-autoconfig.sh. So this file will be stored where? In instance top admin script. Let me check. cd admin script ad autoconfig. Yeah, this is the file. Clear the screen. So this is the file which we will use to use autoconfig, and that will be stored where? In instance top admin script, in the short admin script home. And same thing will be applicable for your database tier as well. In database tier also we will have. So whenever I will run ad autoconfig.sh from instance top, what it will do, it will call other script, and that script will be used in ad top bin directory. Say what I did, I'm using this one, autoconfig. Okay, but what it will do, this script will call one more script, and that script will be used ad top bin directory. Let me cross check. Let me open this one and see. So when I will run this autoconfig, it will read the context file. Which one? This one. Okay. AT. So it will read the app's password. So yep. See in this one. So you will run autoconfig from instance top, but internally it will read. It will execute other script that will be stored where? In ad top 12.000 bin.ad config. So we can say ad top slash bin. It will call this file. Let me open this file. See. So bit tough to understand. Let me close this one. Sometimes the people will ask, hey, I want to use autoconfig. What you will do? So we say, okay, we will go to admin script directory, and from there I will execute ad autoconfig. But internally, what will happen? It will call one more file, and that file will be stored in your ad top slash bin directory, and it will be ad config. This file would be ad autoconfig, and the file which will be called, that will be ad config.sh. So go to the next slide. Okay. So if you want to run autoconfig, what you have to do? Steps are very simple. Log on as appmgr user and set the environment. Yes, agree. Whenever I will log into Oracle application, we have to set the environment. Then we have to stop all the services. Very important. Whenever you are running autoconfig, you have to shut down application services. Important one. Okay. Okay, run autoconfig on the application tier to update configuration and profile on the application tier. So what we have to do, we have to go to instance top admin script directory, and we have to use this file ad autocfg.sh. Run autoconfig on db tier to update configuration and profile on the db tier. So location would be Oracle Home Apps Util script, context name ad autocfg. Let me check either we have or not. We should have. So su-oracle Oracle. So Oracle Home Apps Util script, context name, and here we have ad autocfg. Yep, we have a file. Open this one. Okay, so when I will run ad autocfg in db tier, it will read context file for db tier. See this one. Okay, and next we have to start all the services. Whatever the services we have in Oracle application, that we have to start. Now, this is the method to run autoconfig through script. I told you we have one more method, OM, Oracle Application Manager. Okay. So before that, if you want to roll back an autoconfig session, so what Oracle will do, Oracle will create rollback script where in instance top admin out directory, and the naming convention would be start with month, then date, then hours, then minute. So we have to go to this location and we have to execute the shell script to roll back autoconfig session. Same thing is applicable in dbtr in Oracle Home apps util out directory. In context name, we will have mm. Okay. To roll back the effect of an autoconfig, go to relevant directory and we have to use a restore.sh. So it's up to you. You want to restore the changes we can use, and that changes file will be stored in application tier as well and db tier as well. And say sometime what happened, I want to run autoconfig, okay, and we don't know what the changes will be happen. If I'm using autoconfig, what are the changes will be happen? So what we can do, we can run autoconfig in test mode. So in case of test mode, already we know test in the sense it will just test, it will not put any kind of impact. So whenever I will run autoconfig in test mode, what it will do, it will cross check what are the changes will be done. So we can get some idea, okay, if I will run autoconfig now, these are the changes will be done. Okay, so running the autoconfig script to propagate changes, override the existing configuration file. I agree. Whenever you will run autoconfig, it will override the changes. So be in the safe side, we can run autoconfig in test mode to know what are the changes will be done. Okay. So to prevent any unwanted changes, use the test mode to determine the impact of running autoconfig. So what we have to do, if you want to know what are the changes will be happen if you will run autoconfig, so we can run autoconfig in test mode. Okay, and the test mode report will be where in Oracle Home apps util log context name and mmddhhmy, and in application tier instance top admin out. Let me check. Let me check. So hyphen. So instance top under admin under out. Okay. So we came to out. Yeah, not this one. mmddhhmy. So this one, this one, this one. So 02 is a month, 11 is a day, and hours and minute. 21, 01, 24, this one. Okay. So maybe let me open this one. Yeah, so many files are there. See, restore.sh. So if I'm using Unix, I'll get .sh. If I'm using Windows, I'll get the .cmd. So let me open this file and check what Oracle has written. Oh my God. See, autoconfig did some changes. So to roll back the changes, what Oracle did, it will copy this file to this location. Why? Because when I ran autoconfig, it has modified this file. This file has been modified. So before running autoconfig, system will take the backup, and from backup it will store. So it will copy old file from this to this location. See, whatever the file has been modified, that will be restored. Restore in the sense, take the from previous backup, it will restore with the old version. See, and in the last, it will run this file SQL plus slash new logging and run this restore.sql. So let me open this one as well. Might be it will remove some grants or something. Yep, see, some changes will be done. Okay. So before proceeding, any question, any doubt? Okay, so I'll take it as a no. People don't have question. Move on. Now we can run I told you either we can run auto config through script or we can run auto config through GUI mode. It's called OM, Oracle Application Manager. So, so in that case, what we have to do, running auto config from application manager. So we have to log in as a sysadmin. Go to next and see Oracle Application Manager. So under system administration responsibility, you will see Oracle Application Manager, and we have to pass the information. See, okay, so let me try. Let me try to log in Oracle Application Manager. So EBS 3. I mean, generally we won't use GUI. Most of the time we use auto config through script. So this is all about your Oracle Application Manager and auto config, and the demo part already we have seen when we discussed cloning parts. On that time we ran auto config in DB tier and auto config application tier. But we will have one more demo when I will discuss custom top. So in the custom top, I'll discuss how to run auto config and what are the changes will be done. Okay, it's saying that something is wrong. Okay, something is down. It's taking time. Okay, so and one important thing, this Saturday we have a class. Okay, last Saturday there was some confusion. People, I mean, they feel that we don't have any class. So this Saturday we have a class. So might be this Saturday I will discuss upgrade. So this upgrade will take almost more than 24 hours, but still we will do. Okay, let me find one file. Just I'll unshare my screen and I want to discuss one more topic. So meanwhile, if you have any question, you can ping me. Okay, just 1 minute. Let me find one file. Maybe I have a different machine. So okay, so its file is not there where I copied.